Yo folks, welcome to what might turn out to be the last episode of this save. Today we're gonna play the Champions League final against Bayer Leverkusen, one of our former clubs. We've won the rest of our league games, 2-0 away at Spezia with Avesani from a penalty and Huampa getting his first goal for the club. A 3-0 victory away at Brescia with Quadrelli, Müller and Huampa scoring again, and we end with a 2-0 victory against Parma, Plexidas and Zeroli. So we did manage to finish the season unbeaten. Yeah, what a season. 110 points out of a total of 114. So yeah, it would be perfect to end this save with an unbeaten season in the league. However, I'll be honest, I wouldn't mind playing for another season or two as I'm enjoying life here at Fiorentina. Before we get to play the Champions League final, please subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, it would really help me out, and leave a comment. Unfortunately, one of our best players is unavailable for this game because he's injured. Yes, Sirkovic is out, he's on the bench, however, I don't think I'm gonna use him. We're gonna go with Helesvik, Gutierrez, Ardin, Kurzwijk, Nilsson, Noumov, Pieri, Quadrelli, Renic, Plexidas and Müller. Let's do this. Bayer Leverkusen kept most of their players from back when I was managing them. Tulio Cruz is there, Constantino, Malogusto, Niang is still there, or Calix. Davila, he's a central defender, but he's playing in midfield in this game, okay. Plexidas hits the crossbar. Nilsson and the highlight ends. Here's Malogusto. Davila. Constantino, he's in his prime now, 29 I think. One of the best strikers in the world. Stop him, Niang, block him, Malogusto, come on. Malogusto again, gets a cross in. Oh, we got away with it. That was a good chance. Okay, so each team had their opportunity. Now we're approaching halftime. 0-0, kind of a boring first half in this final. What do I tell them though? You've been unlucky? Sure, let's go with that. Kurzwijk is on a 6.3, what's going on there? Yeah, let's tell Kurzwijk, you know what, Plexidas, Renic and Müller, you've not been good enough. Alright, let's make some subs. Renic got injured and he's on a 6.3. Who do I bring in for him? I guess I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna use Müller on the right, Plexidas on the left, and I'm gonna bring in the captain, Avesani up front. Müller with the corner. Come on, boys. Tulio Cruz was there. Plexidas. Plexidas to Noumov. Quadrelli. Here's Avesani. Müller. Just play it back to Avesani, you idiot. He was going for it. Ardin to Noumov. We don't deserve to win it. We don't. I believe Leverkusen kind of edged this game so far. Plexidas! Plexidas! Come on! With 6 more minutes to go. Oh my word, we're gonna finish the save. Plexidas was on 6.2 before scoring this goal. Müller 6.3. Nicely done here by Plexidas. We're 1-0 up. Alright, 3 more minutes to go. Let's waste some time. Oh man, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Okay, and let's make some subs. Why not? One piece coming in for Müller and Zeroli for Quadrelli. Oh, it's over. Oh my word, we've done it. We've finished the save by winning the Champions League. It was a terrible final, let's be honest. Not too many highlights. Bayer Leverkusen, I believe, were the better team judging by the stats. But that's not important. Plexidas got us the only goal. And we've managed to win the Champions League after an amazing season in the league. Now, I won't end the episode here, of course. Let's get to season review. Okay, let's quickly do this. The new arrivals. Of course, Kurzwijk was the best signing. What an amazing season. They all had an amazing season, but Kurzwijk and Müller were fantastic this season. We got an A+ for winning the Serie A, an A+ for winning the Champions League. We got knocked out in the cup by Inter in the quarterfinals, and we gotta see for winning the Super Cup. Moments to remember: the biggest win, 7-0 away at Parma. Match to remember: 5-1 victory against Juventus, and the goal of the season scored by Müller in that 5-1 victory against Juventus. What? Why not? Oh, for crying out loud. Anyway, let's move on to finances. Tell you the truth, I don't care about this anymore because we finished it. We're done. Jersey sales: Müller, Sirkovic, Plexidas, Renic, and Zeroli. Yeah, Zeroli, judging by his attributes, I don't know, he wasn't that great, but on the pitch, he did amazing things. Like, look, he's in our best 11. LSV, Gutierrez, Thorsen. Yes, Thorsen had an amazing season as well. Kurzwijk, Nielsen, Nomo, Vastrom, Zeroli, Sirkovic, Plexidas, and Müller. We've won the best coach in Syria in 2035 and the manager of the season. Yes, player awards: fans player of the season Müller, young player of the season Thorsen, signing of the season Kurzwijk, goal of the season we couldn't see it, I don't know. Now Müller is considered an elite striker. Top goal scorer Müller with 28. Pieri got most assists with 12. Good for him. He's still unhappy. He still wants to leave. Unbelievable. Most player of the match awards: Müller with 9. Müller got the highest average rating, 7.7, and Bolanka most passes completed per 90 minutes. Most shutouts: Helesvik with 29, and most player of the match awards: Müller with 9. Competition awards: oh boy, I have to use Google Translate. Just a second. Okay, so Francesconi won the best young defender in Italy. Sirkovic won the best midfielder in Syria and the best midfielder in the Champions League. Helesvik, our goalkeeper, won the next gen, the best goalkeeper of the year in Syria and the best goalkeeper in Syria, I guess, in this season. I'm not sure how that works. And the best goalkeeper in the Champions League. And we got Kurzwijk as the best defender in Serie A. Now, history in the making. We won the Serie A without losing a single game and with only 2 draws. And we've managed to win the Champions League. I don't know how we pulled that off, but we've done it and the save is over. Let's look at the squad a little bit, some of those stats. Most appearances: Helesvik, our goalkeeper. Kurzwijk got 46 appearances, Ardin 45, and so on. I gave game time to Juanpa. Manu played a little bit, so did Primorac. 5 appearances for our young goalkeeper. Goal scorers: Müller, of course, tops it with 28, Sirkovic 23, Avesani 19, Plexidas 11, 8 for Renic, 7 for Zeroli from midfield. Astrom and Quadrelli scored 6. Assist-wise, we had Pieri and Plexidas with 12, Renic got 10, 9 assists for Sirkovic and Müller and Zeroli, and so on. Yes, average rating: Müller tops it with 7.66. Thorsen, Francesconi, Kurzwijk, and on the other hand we have Bolanka with only 7, but 7 is great. Yeah, what an amazing season these guys had. Now let's go down memory lane for a little bit. So here's my history as a manager in this save. What an amazing journey this has been. I've started at Olympique Lyonnais, where I stayed for 3 seasons, where I've won the league in every single season, 1 Champions League and 1 Cup. I've also added the French Super Cup and the UEFA Super Cup as well. If I have to choose some players that I really enjoyed having at Lyonnais, I'll have to say the goalkeeper Lopez, Moussa Dembele, of course, who scored 62 goals. I believe it happened in our first season, right? I don't remember exactly. And you know what? Jerome Boateng. You might laugh at it, but Jerome Boateng had a full season where he didn't had a single game with a rating under 7, and he played a lot. And that for me is amazing. Yes, I've enjoyed Olympique Lyonnais, but not as much as I've enjoyed my next club, Valencia. This was amazing. Look at all these awards that I got while I was there. We've won the league again in every single season. In our second season, we also won the Cup and the Super Cup. In our third season, the Super Cup and La Liga. And I've played the Champions League final, which I lost to Manchester United. I remember it. But in our final season, we've managed to win the Champions League again by playing a final against Manchester United. Yes, Valencia was my favorite. Let's choose again 3 players. that I really enjoyed managing here. S15, Marwan Papon, who, let's not forget, came through Olympique Lyonnais youth system while I was there, and I bought him for 15 million. And of course, Jose Gaya. Now, it doesn't happen very often when you have a player that wins the Ballon d'Or, but it happens. But to have a defender, okay, a wing left back, but a defender nevertheless, winning the Ballon d'Or, that's amazing. Anyway, we moved on to Bayer Leverkusen, a rich club. I've spent only 2 seasons there. I got myself only 1 award. We've won the league in our first season, and in our second season, we've won the DFB Pokal and the Champions League. This is the first season in which I didn't win the league. If I have to choose 3 players from Leverkusen, I'll have to go with Constantino, one of them, Marco Tulio Cruz, and the central midfielder Niang, who was a natural box-to-box, and he was a really good one. Anyway, it was kind of easy at Bayer Leverkusen because they were a rich club. I had transfer budget over 100 million each time, and the same thing when I took over West Ham, another rich club. However, what was special about West Ham is that they had plenty of good players there, homegrown players like Richardson, West, and Newby. Anyway, I added a few players there, and we've managed to make West Ham one of the best teams in the world. I've spent 2.5 seasons there, something like that. Yes, I didn't took over in the beginning of this season. In our second season, we've won the Premier League and the Champions League. We needed to win the Cup, and we managed to win all the competitions we were involved in. The UEFA Super Cup, the Champions League, the Premier League, and the 2 domestic cups. My favorites at West Ham, Newby, Richardson, and you'll be surprised, but Smith Rowe. Even though he was 42, the guy was really consistent for us. Anyway, after that, we've moved to Fiorentina, where we had to rebuild the entire squad, a really old squad. We stayed there for another 2.5 seasons. Yes, I remember I took over in March in this season. Yes, after that, we made a complete rebuild of the squad with young, talented players. I believe by this time the game became a little bit easy because there were still a lot of old players around, and other clubs kind of made a priority to sign these old players. I don't know why. I guess the game works like that. Anyway, in our first season, we've won the Conference League and the Cup. And in our second season, the one that just ended, we've won the Super Cup, the Serie A in style, and the Champions League after a boring final against Bayer Leverkusen. If I have to choose 3 players from Fiorentina, well, I'll have to go with Mueller, Kurzwijk, and Patrick Hardin. Even though my goalkeeper was amazing, Patrick Hardin was something else as well. On the international stage, I didn't have any success. I've managed Ukraine for a while, then Serbia, Norway, and Croatia. And I really enjoyed my time at Croatia, not so much at Serbia or Norway. Now, if we look at my profile, well, I'm really close to Hussein Ouar, it seems. Okay, I've done pretty well for myself. Look at how fluent I'm in all these languages, Jesus. Anyway, I'm known for leading teams to title wins. Yes, I am. Yes, I'm known for playing attacking soccer, football, sorry. I guess I've chosen the American English. Preferring defense? No, I don't prefer defensive football. Entertaining, that's right. High tempo pressing game, of course, signing youngsters and avoid players approaching the second half of their careers. Yeah, I guess so, even though, like I said, Smith Rowe at 32 for me was amazing at West Ham. Anyways, this has been an amazing journey. I really like this type of saves. However, the downside is if you start low, once you get to those top teams, the real players are already gone and you find yourself surrounded by region players, which is not bad, but I like having real players in the games. Maybe that's just me. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. Thank you to the guys that stayed with me throughout the entire save, throughout this amazing journey. Subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, leave a comment. I guess I won't be seeing you guys for the next one because this is the end. Bye bye now.